I'm glad we're all here for this meeting of the minds, this Real Sisters podcast that we're trying to put together. So did you all watch it? Did you all watch the premiere of Insecure?
I did.
I have so many things. Okay.
Well, I want to say, first off,
did you watch it, Dana, all the way?
Yes, I finally got to watch it all the way. The first time I tried to watch it, we got to the Issa and the guard scene, and Jaden happened to be in here, and he was like, "What? What is that? That's inappropriate for kids." So I had to cut it off.
What was
that? Then I tried to watch it again, and it was the whole Lawrence scene.
That was not ready for that.
With the girl she was talking about, pop the tag, and he's like, "What? What is that?" And I'm like, "Oh my god." So, but I managed. I finally got through it. I got through. And yes, I have so many things too. It was better than season 3. I'll say that.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
I don't like Molly now.
I never really liked Molly like that.
Okay, so let's unpack that.
Okay.
So I too am not on Team Molly, but I do want to. So Molly has her ways, and we'll talk about that too. But my feelings towards Molly and her treatment of Issa and people and Bays and everything else. But let's talk about how Issa clearly is starting to feel away about Molly. But what about all the times that Issa does the setup? Like, hey, let's have a wind down, like a good old fashioned wind down. And hey, let's go to this pool party, when it's always like self-serving to Issa.
Yeah.
True.
But I feel like the show is
But I feel like Molly still had fun in all the times.
She did, but it was under false pretense.
I think she had fun because she made the best of the situation. She always found a boo. She always found some dude there.
But I will say, but it's not a coincidence. Whenever Issa's doing good, Molly has an attitude. Remember the first season when Issa threw that event, and that's when they got in that big fight. Now, Molly be making points, but it's her delivery.
Yeah. Yeah.
So do y'all want to start at the beginning of the episode?
Timing of it. Like, you could have said, yeah.
I mean, we're kind of on par with how the episode started.
Because it started with her being like, I don't fuck with Molly.
Right. Which I was like, what? Right. I wonder what happened.
Well, when she said, what I thought when she said that, I was like, what happened now? Because I feel like each season there's a point where they don't.
Yeah.
Well, I just thought it was a carryover from the season 3 finale. Like, oh, okay, she not effing with her because of Nathan. But I'm like, well, that's stupid. Like, Nathan.
So was that like like in the future, or was that in the past?
See, if you blink, which I did, and I had to rewind it, it said 4 months before, and that's when they're leading up to all that stuff.
Right.
So the beginning of the show is 4 months later.
Also, I created, because I had to watch it twice, so I had to create a timeline for myself, because when I was first watching it, it was very hard for me because it's been almost 2 years. So in my mind, it's like, it's been 2 years since y'all broke up. But when you actually, so apparently Condola and Lawrence had been dating for a month. It's only been a month.
Yes.
Because if you think about it, they said it's only been a month on there, but they met at the baby shower and Tiffany's still pregnant at that point.
Right.
So,
which is confusing to me that they're having this conversation where it's like, are you still gonna work with her, or are you gonna, like, it's like,
okay, so
y'all have only been together a month and you barely know Issa. Why is this? I mean, I get Issa feeling away, I get there being attention, but it's kind of like, what? Like, I know it's been a while since I've been out of like the dating game, but like,
remind us.
Well, I would just say that happened to me before, and I was like, when this whole scenario went down, I was like sick to my stomach because that has happened to me. And I was just like,
choose? What did you choose?
It was the most awkwardest thing. And Whitney, can you edit this? Because I need to say the names.
Okay.
But anyways, I was in college and it was freaking, I'll just tell y'all later, outside of the podcast. But I was like talking to this dude and then we stopped. I mean, did we even stop talking? I don't know. But we stopped talking and then all of a sudden he started talking to somebody. I mean, I wasn't like kick it friends with her, like go out with her come over, me come over. But we were like pretty, like when we seen friends each other, right? Hey, how you doing? And it was so like the whole time they were talking, it was like the most awkward thing because we basically try to do what Issa's trying to do and just not like pretend like it wasn't a thing.
Here's my question like, with that situation. So awkward. Did the girl know that you used to talk to him?
Yes.
Because the only difference in this situation is Condola genuinely didn't have the connection. Right. Because I think it's a little different when they know and they still do it than when they really didn't know.
Yeah.
But Issa obviously needs Condola. Yes, like Issa couldn't have made the connections and like probably wouldn't have like move things along without like her. So I think that's why she's trying to kind of. That's why I didn't understand why Molly was like being so negative about it because it's kind of like.
Oh yeah, I was surprised that she was as negative as she was.
Well, I think Molly, to me, like what I saw them building up to, Molly probably is jealous. That's why I was thinking like Molly doesn't want Issa to get another friend.
What? When I was watching, another friend that can help her.
Yes. Also, when I was watching the wind down that they did after, the way Issa was talking like Molly was in the right. Did you all watch that?
I did.
I was confused. Like,
no, like I don't.
But no. I just thought her whole delivery was like off, and like, who are you? The pot calling the kettle black? Talking about your life don't have to be messy. When you like literally can't even as an like
you're that dude like she is messy. Like she's a low-key messy, but Molly is messy. Like that was I'm really shocked that she said what she said.
And it was the way she delivered it. It was like, I can see that you're projecting. Well, I knew it was going to be bad. When she got to the party and immediately tried to tell Issa about the dude, I was like, she don't have time to hear this right now.
Right. What about when they were on the way there and he was like, this might be, I can't remember her words, but she was like, this party might be a little ghetto or hood or whatever. So
I apologize.
Oh my gosh. Yes. First off, you got to do all that. Why did you bring him? Or why are you coming if you feel like you too good to come?
Why do you have to do this? Like,
but she has a pattern. Do you know that she always invites dudes to like that you're just like casually dating?
She did that with Jadena.
Her friend.
Yes.
And she did that with another guy.
Everyone.
And it's like, but then you always get her.
What is
you always get upset.
That's my boo.
That's always like, is that what people do nowadays? Like, I don't. Or she did that with the dude that she thought was gay. What's his name? Jared.
Yeah.
It was like
she has brought them all to a different event. Like she always
and
brings.
It's like, but she like barely know him.
Goes way too far in her mind in the relationship than it obviously actually is. And then instead of just being honest about it, she's like childish about it.
Yes.
Right. And I think that's on purpose because everybody wants to pick on Issa. Issa need to get her stuff together. Issa need to do this. Issa's just a mess. Issa's awkward, but Molly's a whole.
I think Issa just
entire
owns it,
mess.
and she like shows it, and everybody else is kind of like most of people in their 30s. It's just like, oh my gosh, like I don't have this together, or like I mean I know me for a fact. Like sometimes I overthink. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not married. Do I have my stuff together? Should I be doing better? Should I be doing worse? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? And I feel like everybody on this show it's kind of like still like that, but Issa's the only one who actually like owns it that she doesn't have it
Well,
together at times. So it's
I
just
think Kelly
like
does.
I
see
think
that from nobody else.
I think Molly wants Issa to always be the hot mess friend. She can
Yeah.
always look at Issa's life and say, well, at least it's not like
Yes.
that, or at least I'm in a better position. And anytime Issa's
Right.
kind of looking like, oh, okay,
Right.
she's doing well, she wants to make her feel bad about it.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah. Those are facts. Or when
Yeah.
Molly feels bad, the rest of the world has to feel bad.
yeah, there's that
She
too.
was feeling away
So-
about Boo.
Yeah.
Lightweight, I think that Issa's gonna end up with that TSA guy. They were good. They were like cute.
They
I
are.
thought.
I think this is my predictions for the season.
Yes.
I think Molly, I mean Issa and Lawrence. I'm not saying they're gonna get back together, but something's gonna
Yeah.
happen with that.
Mhm.
I
I
agree.
don't like
Something's
him
gonna
without
happen.
a beard.
Oh,
It makes his
well,
face
I'm telling
weird.
you,
Oh
if it
my
doesn't,
God.
I'm going.
So did he lose weight or
It's
something?
that, but he don't have a beard.
thinner.
And it just makes
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
the
like
beard.
it. I don't
Yeah.
like it.
Oh my
I don't like the
God.
I don't
naked
either. He
face.
looks sick.
Mm-mm.
He looks sick. He
Yeah.
has a corona.
Let me say this as well. Everybody wants to be on Team Lawrence side. First of all, Lawrence
No.
didn't take her out for her birthday, but got her a full Condola girl a full bouquet of roses on a random day of the week. But you couldn't
Yep.
take each. That's why she
Yep.
cheated on you.
And that's
I
the thing
think-
I'm talking
well, I
about.
think that
Hold
that's
on,
part
that
of
is the
it.
thing. Because you can be with somebody for 4 or 5 years and you don't ever do nothing
Right?
that you're supposed to do. But then I'm telling you, that's what I hate. Then you go to the very next girl that you get all serious with and you like, and then you're taking them on trips in pictures, send them flowers. Like, really? Because you had
Well,
5
I
whole
think-
years to do that. Now you want to make it right with somebody
Right,
else. You need to make it
right.
right with the person that you wasn't treating right in the beginning.
I think maybe he learned his lesson in a way with Issa
Preach.
in that
That's
sense.
not fair. I hate that though. That's
But
just
if you
not-
remember, he went on like a whole hotation.
Oh, he sure did. Which is also interesting. I picked up
big
on
O.
that in my binge. They both have their rotations.
Yeah,
He's just
but
a little
his-
more successful.
Well, it's always, I know, it's always easier for guys
Right.
to do that.
I like it.
But
And I don't like how they're having Lawrence like out here like getting to like really know like, you know, Condola, and she has like her all this together and she's pretty and this and all that, and then it's
But
just like
does she
then they show
though?
Issa that's still just. I mean, that's what they're portraying it to be, and I
Right.
just hate that. Like, why can't the woman ever be like they broke up? She's doing good, but it just still shows
True.
Issa just trying to figure out her way. Whole
Right.
time Lawrence is back really liking a girl. She's coming over. They're feeling each other. They're about to start being all well. So we think.
well, you
serious.
can
And I just don't
tell,
like how
you
they're
can
portraying
tell
that.
that
Like, why
he
can't
still
Issa
has
be?
feelings for Issa. Like you can definitely tell,
Mhm.
even in that, like his whole response when she was asking him about it. Which I was surprised that she came over there and asked him about it and was like really
Yeah.
upfront for it. I was like, dang, that's really mature because I know a lot of women would. Like,
Yeah, I feel like
yeah.
the ending was immature though. Like I feel like she effed him just to
Yeah.
solidify her
Yeah.
their
place.
position.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, this is
Yeah.
girl, no. So after
it's
this
not
is
done.
allegedly your first time with,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming just because it's been a month, but you just decide to sleep with him after spending the whole day with his ex. Like,
Do you believe Tiffany didn't know?
Yeah, that's-
Didn't know.
No, Tiffany
Okay.
is messy for that. She's always been low key messy to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
the whole
yeah.
time.
because she's always known the tea, but never
Mhm.
told
Yeah.
Issa
mhm.
the tea.
She
And
just
that's
didn't think
probably
Issa
why
would
she
find
came
out.
by.
She didn't think Issa would find out about it.
No, that's why she came by the office
Yeah.
so she could start
Yeah.
dropping the tea, but then make it so like she never knew about the
Mhm.
tea.
Right.
Girl,
Right.
Yeah.
bye.
And that makes me like, she's playing this character so well, it's making me not like her in real life. Because it's just like, I mean, it's just like you're playing it a little bit too well. Like, are you really like that? Because
Oh, wait.
it's, I mean,
do y'all ever see
every
her
season.
on The Real? Is it called The Real, The
Girl,
Talk? Because it's
yeah,
like, do you even
no.
like the other hosts at all? Because she be looking at them when they talk like they're
Probably
dumb
not.
all
I
the
didn't
time.
think that
I
was a
don't-
good fit
Yeah.
when it happened. Like, what?
I don't really care for her
Right.
as a
Yeah.
person because I followed her initially like because of this show. And it's just like
Mhm.
every day or every time that I see a post of hers, it makes me so mad I want to unfollow her, but I don't want to be
Yeah.
petty because she doesn't even know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not famous. It's what she want to care. But it's just like, I truly feel like she just doesn't, like, she's just out for herself. Which, I mean,
Yeah.
do you, boo? But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just,
But she's been pregnant for 6 seasons.
She has.
6 whole seasons.
Girl. Like, seriously. She was pregnant at the end of season 1.
What happened with her husband? Did they ever say like what happened? Like,
No.
did he
Because
cheat
he
on
was
her?
sleeping on the couch and she
Mhm.
ain't know.
But
or she ain't
remember
tell nobody
though,
that.
I don't know what she about
there
to
was
say.
an episode when Derek was talking to Lawrence and them and was like, yeah, Tiffany had a coworker named Fred and I had to step in and Fred don't exist no more. So Tiffany done had her own little
But also
True.
that same
dirt.
around that time, it was like at the end of that season, Tiffany, they were like, "Oh, where's Tiffany?" He was like, "Oh, she's at Issa's house." But then she was not at Issa's house.
Right.
It was
That
never
Fred.
touched on. Yeah.
She is with Fred.
Dang.
I wonder if that's gonna come out.
I feel
Yeah,
like it has
because
to.
this is the first time like they show their workplace. So Fred might pop up in there somewhere. I wish
Fred
I
is
worked
about to
somewhere
pop
that
up.
I had fine men just around me. I don't
Okay.
want to
Right?
work with old white men.
I don't even. They don't even be men. The only men that come to my job is because they getting their back waxed.
I mean, I wish I could work somewhere that I was like, oh, should I wear these
Yeah.
granny panties today? Or should I wear these this lacy number?
That has always like confused me too. Like people like Tiffany or not Tiffany. What's her name? The other friend.
Kelly.
Kelly.
Yeah.
How she just like
Oh.
how you just be picking up people like at work.
I mean,
I love Kelly.
I do too. She's
Hilarious.
hilarious.
Kelly is
Hilarious.
free and does not
Hilarious. She don't care.
care. Does
She
not care.
doesn't.
No F.
No F.
So did y'all get the vibe that like Issa and Molly are like the two BFFs, but then Tiffany and Kelly are the two BFFs?
That's kind
And
of
then
what I
there
got
was just
last
like a
season.
mutual link
Yeah.
between
Yeah.
the two, because
Well,
that's like
the-
what I got from
I think the mutual link is that Molly and Tiffany are sorority sisters, right? They all
Yeah.
went to
Mhm.
and then
Okay.
did they all go to college together? Because they didn't grow up together, Molly and Issa.
No. Well, I mean, I'm saying, yeah, you're right. Molly and Issa didn't grow up together.
So I'm guessing they all went to college together.
Must have.
Okay.
And
Yeah. Because I mean,
um,
if you think about it, we might be unpacking this a little too much because season 1, Issa was 28, turning 29. Her and Lawrence
Yeah.
were together 5 years. And when they went to Kiss and Grind, they were like, y'all remember single Issa? So it's like, well,
They
when
had
would
to
they
know.
have known
Yeah,
single Issa?
that's true. That is true. Would have had to be in college.
Smart.
Look at it. We really are
Yeah.
detectives.
We really are.
Oh,
We're
absolutely.
uncovering.
Uncovering the whole. Just take the sheet off the bed. Take it off. It's uncovered. It's uncovered.
I like, because every season they have like the fake TV show, and the one that they
Yeah.
had, that was
Yeah.
funny. This one was funny. I want to see more
Yeah.
of it.
Well, at first I thought it was just regular TV, and then she said the Cheddar Bay biscuits were still warm. And I was like, this is another.
I was
I
like,
don't
well,
know. The
dang,
slave
that's kind
one,
of
was that
insensitive.
last season?
yeah, the
Yes,
slave one
I
was
hate
hilarious.
slavery.
I hate slavery.
Oh my god.
It had some
that
major
one was
characters
good.
in that one though. It had Jake from Scandal.
It did. It did. But yeah, I thought when it was coming on and they were doing the whole fake show, I was like, dang, did her block party get canceled because somebody died? Like, I had all this stuff.
No,
Like,
I
dang,
just
girl,
thought it
calm
was
down.
regular.
Final thoughts, and then I have another because I'm watching the Clark sisters right now.
Oh,
Oh,
Did
yeah, I
y'all
gotta
watch
watch
it?
good movie.
I have to watch it. I have to
Good
watch
movie.
it.
Okay, you're gonna have to
No,
watch it
I
so we
was
can
watching it
reconvene.
with
Yeah.
Brenda. She had it set.
My mom watched
I
it like
have it
3
recorded.
times Saturday night.
Yeah,
No,
she
we
did.
watched
She
it
watched
twice.
it. She
I'm not
watched
even
it every
gonna lie,
time
we
it
watched
came on.
it
She
Every time
said.
it came on.
Friday and Saturday. It was good.
Mm-mm. All right. Final thoughts?
So
I still want closure from Dro. I don't know why the fuck I want him to come back. I also want, because I mentioned Nathan. Do you think he's going to pop up?
He has to, because I think while everybody was Team Lawrence, they swooped Nathan on in there, and we was all like, Nathan,
Yeah.
oh my God. So I feel like if he doesn't make an appearance, people, maybe including me, I don't know, we are going to sign a petition to have Nathan back on the show, just like they did Lawrence. Because I mean, they left it so like just open ended. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
where
you
did he
never
go?
find out. Did he ever
Why did
say
he
why
come
he
back?
ghosted?
No.
No.
So they better. No, they
F
better.
Nathan. Because
I'm on the F Nathan train right there.
I mean,
Yeah.
but I need to know. Like, I'm such a I need to know type of person. I don't know why I'm like that, but I need to know. Like, why?
I think
Tell
if
me why.
Nathan comes back, we still won't have answers because I've,
Wow,
Because Nathan
that's
don't
a
have
good
them to
point.
give.
That's a good point.
yeah,
Right. He don't even know.
F.
That's true.
Nathan.
Do y'all
Yeah,
like
the
Molly with
Dro.
the Asian bae?
I think, you know,
I think
she's
he's too good for her.
I was about to say the same. I think he's too
mhm.
good for her.
He's
like,
too rational and
too together. And
because remember how she did him last season? She
realistic.
did the same thing, just blew up on him out of nowhere.
Right. And then
I mean,
that's
we're
why
being-
he was just like, but do y'all really think he has other girlfriends, or did he just do that just to get under her skin? Just
I think
that's
so.
kind of how I felt.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know. I think like he was pushing the conversation, didn't expect her to act so immaturely, which I don't know why, because that's how she responds to things.
But back to the he's too good for her. I think everybody she's been involved with, aside from Dro, has been too good for her. Lawyer Bay, he was too good for her. He just wasn't her type.
That's another thing.
Rental
Had it in
car
my
dude,
notes.
Jared was too good for her. He had it together, just wasn't.
So okay,
What
back
Let me
to
see.
that.
Hold on. So, 1 second, Dana. I was watching it the second time when they were at the bowling alley, and he was talking to her, and she was like talking about her coworkers, and she was talking about like slashing Torian's car or something like that. I was like, this is something crazy must have really, really went down at work. She keeps saying it's stressing her out at work. So I want to know what happened.
true.
What went down at work with
Right.
Torian.
No, Molly, she probably slept with him.
Probably.
And I'm not mad at it, but I'm just saying.
It's Molly. Yeah.
You know, but I'm
Molly
not, aside
is-
from Molly, I'm not mad at her, like, giving Asian Dude a chance, because when he came in the picture, I was just really like, I really hope she gives him a chance, because, you know, at first she was acting for Molly, and she was like, I don't know, but, I mean, I like him, and he's cute, and he's tall, you know.
I prefer him with the bun.
I do too.
I don't like the new hair.
I didn't like these fashions on the first episode, like Issa's fashions, they were dreadful. Just all of them. Like Molly's outfit during bowling, that was like super cute. But I mean, everything else, like the leather pantsuit and Callie. I mean, I don't know
white
what
boots
month it was.
with the romper at the thing.
Oh, the fashions were not.
I liked Condola's outfit. I was like, dang, I want
At
to.
the party, at the
nice.
mixer, that
Yeah.
was cute.
Nice.
That was cute.
That was cute.
Yeah. But yeah, dreadful.
But why? My thing is, why is her name Condola? Like, why? Like, you couldn't come up with nothing. I don't know. Like, like, where did that even come from? Like,
True.
I don't know, but I feel like we're going to learn more about her story because at the
Right.
end of season 3,
She's
it
too
was this
perfect.
whole-
It's almost like she's too perfect.
Right.
and she has this ex-husband
Mhm.
and whatever.
Well, I know
so there's
that she's
something.
gonna hurt Lawrence because every time a dude thinks he has a good girl, there's always that one that he really likes that ends up
Mhm,
hurting.
Mhm.
mhm.
I think it's
You
like
can see
too. It's
how it
going to be
feels.
something
So I
to
feel like
be
that's
about the
what's gonna happen.
juxtaposition. Like, because remember, I think Issa's whole thing with her is that she has like the nice, like she's got her life together. She has the nice clothes that she owns.
That was hilarious.
That she's got all these good business connections. That she's got all this, like she's got it together. And then I think that's partially why it intimidates her with Lawrence, because it's like, oh, now he's got somebody that,
Yeah.
on paper checks all his boxes or should check all the boxes. And then you have Issa
That's
who
true.
like has no job, has no, what
At the
did she
same
say? No
time,
job.
he didn't have a job for 2 years.
Right.
Was it just 2? I thought it was longer
Exactly.
than 2.
And I mean, I
It
wouldn't
might have
even,
been.
like,
I thought it was
I
like
wouldn't even
4.
consider that not having a job. I mean, I know technically she doesn't have a job, but you're focusing on like a major block party for like a whole city.
Yeah.
So,
right.
I mean,
Yeah.
truly, if you wanted to put your heart and soul and passion in something, how can you have a full-time job if you want this to really be like so
Right.
big that it becomes like
Well, I
an
think
annual
that's
thing? So I
think
really
that
like when
that's
she
part
said
of-
that in the beginning. I was just like, well, I mean, technically, I mean, no job, but it's not like no job.
But she does
sitting
have a
at
job because
home.
she's the property manager
She's
at
the property
place.
man-
So she
you're
does have
right.
a job.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And she's following, to your point, she's following her passion. So what's wrong
Is
with
she
that? The
still
reason
a,
Condola has it is because she works
Right.
for a PR firm.
company,
So she
Right.
has to connect.
Mhm.
Right. I didn't like, what's her name from Proud Family? She makes me uncomfortable whenever I see
Paula,
Paula,
yeah, her
Paula J.
vibe-
Walker.
Oh,
Her
yeah.
vibe was a little weird, right?
It's
Like,
just-
family.
I just keep thinking, like, I know I couldn't separate the person from the
Yes,
actress. And I'm like, girl,
yes.
you were just living in a Howard Johnson by the freeway. I can't.
And I'm not mad. Everybody has their personal struggles, but it just was out of place. Of all the characters there, it was like,
Yeah. Mm-mm. I mean, congrats to you all for looking out for a struggling
Yes.
actress, but no, it missed. It was a miss. Mm-mm. It's a no for me.
Not for the struggling actor. Oh god.
I mean, you guys tried. Thanks. Not
Funny.
for it.
funny.
Yeah. So yeah. So how about this
Hey, well, I'm gonna take
LA
a quick
Insecure
tinkle
tour?
break because I haven't done that since I've been home.
okay,
So 1 minute and I'll be right back.
okay.
Where? Okay, so how? Okay,
What are we talking about? I missed it.
The Insecure tour.
What's an
All
so
right,
what is
so-
that?
So it's kind of I'm envisioning it doesn't exist.
Okay.
you're
to my
making it up.
knowledge.
Okay.
I'm making it up. But it's kind of like we go to LA and we try to find all worldwide tacos because they made those
Okay.
tacos look amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Kiss and grind is a real thing,
Okay.
so maybe we'll
What
find
is
that.
kissing?
Okay.
we'll go
Okay.
by the dunes. Go to,
Okay.
find a Lyft driver and drive us through training day. What else?
Okay.
Where else did they go? I don't know.
We can go by the marathon. You know, we got to stop by the marathon.
Yeah.
Didn't they
Marathon
stop by the
continues.
marathon? Before he died, I thought there was like a scene at the marathon,
Oh, maybe so.
like a still or something. I don't think they were
Mhm.
actually there, but
Yeah. Yeah.
um,
We can just go to
okay.
Inglewood or I would, whatever you want to call it.
I think that would be fun. It'd be a
I
fun
think
trip.
so too. When do we want to do
Yeah.
it?
I mean,
Well, you know, we can't
right
really
now.
plan anything right now.
Yeah,
because
we can't. You're right.
country's- The nation's closed at the
basically,
moment.
basically.
Yeah, but you know, but yeah, kiss and grind's a real thing. They actually have it travels, I guess.
Really?
Yeah, and they have one, I think, in Mexico in like August, but
No.
Can't say that I'd be available for that one.
yeah,
Or anyone. We don't know.
Yeah, no, not even gonna think about it. But yeah, I felt like I had some more points for the season 4 opener, but I don't have my notes.
Molly is just so unlikable. I just don't like her. But I feel
Yeah.
like it's like even stronger this episode. I don't think I was that.
You know, I don't know what it is either because I feel the same. I was like, dang, she really like.
So I
Her
wonder was
attitude
that,
is atrocious to
was that
everybody.
on purpose to lead
I
up
think
to
so. Probably.
the reason why Issa was like, I don't F with Molly no more. And we watched the episode and we're like, well, I can see it. I can see why.
Right. Also, I was watching the Issa's like pre-live thing that they had. I watched a little portion of it, and it was basically like they were like, "There's stuff that's going to happen in the first couple episodes. It's going to not pay off to like the end. So they're like, you just have to like ride it out, just ride it out."
How many? Did anybody hear how many episodes this season is going to have?
10.
Oh, 10. Okay. I would say all the other ones had 8.
I think it's supposed to be 10.
From my binge.
I mean, it's the least they could do.
I mean,
it should have 20 then, because y'all missed the year.
Exactly.
It should have 20.
Yeah.
How about that?
How about
Yeah.
that?
And that's that on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wonder what the purpose is for her with security dude.
Right, yeah, because that's got to pay off somehow.
There's a story there somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, girls got needs.
Yeah.
That was so awkward. But I guess I was thinking like all her other scenes have been really awkward too, aside from the first one with Daniel. Like, because if y'all remember that one where her and Lawrence was in the shower, and it was just, Van was like, "That's you," and I'm like,
"Oh God."
Or her with Neighbor Bay. That was
with the forehead. No, I got a forehead, but he got a forehead.
I mean,
and there's nothing he can do about it.
And I got a forehead too. But his forehead was just like, dang, can you just like do a middle part and maybe
put a hat on? I would be like, you gotta put a hat on the whole time.
I feel like they did that on purpose. Like I feel like they're probably cut his hairline back.
He
looked like, you know those dolphins? You know the ones with the thing at the front?
Yeah.
You mean a beluga whale?
Yes, you're right.
I mean, it was just like that. His face was like all right here, and then the rest was like forehead. It was like face.
Ridiculous.
Cold world.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was major.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I too want closure with Dro. I feel like, where's Dro? What's up?
I feel like, because he still always be with the cast. So it's like, are you not in it?
He's probably going to pop up because, I mean, he has a significant role in Molly's life because he's like a family friend. So,
what's his name? Serranis Jackson or something?
Yeah.
I don't know how you say that.
Oh my God.
Well, you know, he had that show on BET for a moment.
I know. Did you watch it? I didn't watch it.
I watched it.
I think I watched the first episode, and that was it.
What show?
It's pretty. I don't even remember what it was called, but he was a basketball player, professional basketball player, and Lauren London was his wife, and he cheated, and some groupie died, and it's kind of like a whodunit. Like, did Lauren London kill her? Did he kill her?
Oh.
I just spelled his name so wrong. I didn't even try to fix it. I'm just hoping Google recognizes it.
Did you mean? Now, doesn't he have a baby with the girl that played
Yes. And that was, apparently they weren't like in a relationship. That just like was a oopsies.
Right.
Oh. Okay.
Yep.
It was getting it in on set in between takes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Tasha, Tasha in real life and in fake life just gets in.
Getting it in. She said, I'm going to get it in. What? How you?
Just do
What else y'all
Insecure
watching?
fast. Well, you know.
Okay, so Dana, I started Little Fires Everywhere, and I watched all because I ain't got nothing to do. So I watched all 6 episodes. Oh, it's great. It like has a whole 90s vibe. Like it's set in the 90s. I'm just like all about the 90s. So it's great. Like, I mean, I don't really know. It just keeps you on your toes every episode. So, but it only comes on, like, they only put new seasons out every Wednesday. So, like, last Wednesday, I just happened to start watching it. So then I caught, like, the latest episode. So now I gotta wait until this Wednesday.
I
but
started
it's
trying
good.
to listen to the book on Audible, but that lady's voice, I couldn't do it. So, I'm being serious. Like, if you listen, I don't know. It was just awful. They had an awful person narrating that one, but so I might try to watch. I was gonna start trying to watch Ozark, because everybody keeps talking about it.
I tried.
Have y'all watched
it?
What is
You didn't like it?
I still
Ozark.
watch Ozark.
Now, you remember me and you? We got in really, really, really
season
into the
1,
first season, like finished the whole thing.
Yeah.
Did we watch season 2?
We tried a couple episodes and it just didn't hit. I'll give it another try.
But everybody has been saying that it's great, and I tried, and I could not get back into it. But the first season is great. Now I don't know about the second and third.
Van was watching, so by proxy I had to watch it. The For Life, which is supposed to be about that dude that's like a lawyer. I mean, why does 50 Cent have to be the same character? And like he does is play the messed up jail dude.
It's getting
like
old.
Because that's what he knows. So it's effortless for him.
I mean, but if you're reading scripts and memorizing scripts, be a businessman
or you don't have to be an actor. Or you can just be a pretty you don't have to be in the show.
Yes. Like
there's also that.
Like he's being like Puffy. Like, why do you always have to make an appearance?
Right.
Like, why can't you just be behind the scenes? Like, he's being like a Puffy Jr. Like,
but he was the same character in, of course, Power. Then he was in Empire, the same character. Then
who was in Empire?
50 Cent.
He wasn't on Empire. He used to make fun of Empire. No, he used to talk about Empire.
Well, what show?
Dana, what all that fake news? She was saying it with conviction. She was like, Empire.
We were
like, well, what show was it though that he ended up getting killed in? Like
Power.
No, but it was another one.
Was he in
it?
I don't know.
Where he was like in jail and he ended up getting killed.
Power. You literally are describing Power.
No, it was another one. It was another one. But maybe not. Maybe I am thinking of Power. Oh well.
Did y'all watch that extra episode of Tiger King?
No.
It's pointless. I watched it. It was pointless.
Okay.
I watched Tiger King. Now I think I got to the episode where it was like the episode after she was basically talked about how she met her. Is it her now husband? No, it was her husband that she fed to the tigers. How he came and picked her up in the truck. And then I fell asleep a little bit and I woke back up and I haven't finished it. So maybe like that's episode 5. I have to go back. But I mean, what is the difference between her little caged in?
Nothing.
There.
Nothing.
cutting the
Well,
grass.
the crazy part about it is she got
What is
people there
it?
working for free.
Yeah, she don't
She
even
has-
pay nobody. So
Right. And
So-
people
Yes.
are
Oh my
flocking.
God. She was like, if you have a green shirt, then that means you've been here for 10 years. And if you have a blue shirt, then that means you've been here for 1 year. Like,
And
that's
if it's
great, but
dark
all for
blue,
free.
then
It
you
doesn't
are
matter
a
how long you've
master.
been there. It's like all for free.
Yeah.
All right.
Like,
who cares,
so
people?
no.
Yeah, I mean, to me, her cages look awful. They look like bear
yeah.
traps or whatever.
Yeah.
It looks
And they're
really
small.
bad. So how is
Yeah.
PETA not over on her? But
They
they
don't
are on
care.
like
Right.
Well, I
everybody
bet at the
else.
same time, like it's a part of the game. He made himself a target by acting
Yeah.
an ass and
Yeah.
shooting.
Mm.
If he didn't say he was going to kill
True.
Carol 8,000 times, it probably would have been a
And-
little harder to assume he might have tried to actually kill her.
Yeah. Like
Right.
he faux killed her numerous times.
He got a blow up doll and was like shoving things in his mouth, shot it in the head,
Yes.
all kinds of stuff. So it's like,
He
even
made a music video of feeding parts.
So at first I was like, is this really him singing? Like, does he really have these albums for sale? And then like the more I watched, I was like, I mean, that really was him singing, right? Like he really
He has
did
a
No.
nice
those songs.
voice. He has a
no,
nice
that wasn't
voice.
him singing.
It wasn't
came out.
him.
No,
What?
those were different people.
yeah, they said that it's not him.
He was just
He was-
lip singing.
But they said what he would do is he would very lightly sing over the top of it. Like, but it wasn't.
Not very lightly. Oh man,
Ever so softly.
I thought it was.
Well, because he had
All
some
right, well, I
jams.
fell for it.
Because those were some jams.
I mean, he had some
I mean,
things.
it sounds good to me. So I was like, dang, you can sing and you a Tiger King. I was like, okay.
And
This man is
apparently
talented.
he does magic too. So remember he did
Yes.
magic.
And you do magic.
Don't forget that. Don't you
And
ever forget it.
Got,
Uh-oh.
you got three really like bitches over there.
For what?
You're frozen.
Wow.
He missed like everything. Well,
Yeah.
all right. So, what's everyone's hopes and wishes for season 4 of Insecure? I know we already talked about Duro. Kendra wants a Nathan return.
I just want Molly and Issa to for real cuss each other out and decide
Yeah.
either you're going to be friends or you're not, because they do this
Yeah.
whole passive aggressive thing,
Yes.
and I
You
don't
are
like
exactly
it.
right. Yes.
Either be friends or
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
That's
Be
it.
blunt. Like y'all have been friends for so long. Like somebody in y'all's friendship should be blunt enough to just say
Yeah.
Yes.
what they need to say without being passive aggressive. You are so right. That's exactly what their friendship is. Just
Yes. I would like more
Yeah.
Kelly. I feel like they should incorporate
Yes.
Kelly
I
more
agree.
into storylines.
Yes.
So
would
that's
love
what I
more
would
Kelly.
like.
Hmm.
So
I feel like Kelly also keeps it real with Issa, but not in a funny way. Not in a
not in a
Mhm.
hateful,
No.
mean spirited way.
Right.
So you can
right.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I do kind of want Lawrence's little heart to get broken, even though it technically did
Yup.
season 1, but
So
still.
do.
What
He's
I,
just
here's
showing
what I
out.
want. This is in my perfect world what I would want. I want Lawrence to cheat on somebody and be a terrible person so that we can stop blaming Issa for it and be like, see, y'all don't
Well,
know.
he
He could have been cheating on Issa the whole time and we don't
No.
know.
He did that to Tasha. That was
He
like the whole thing.
did.
She was like, "Oh, you act like you're nice," but that was her fault.
That
because
was
she
part
kept
of her.
saying he was a nice guy because he had
he went to college,
college.
and what
So-
did she say? You went to college?
and
Yeah,
you got
like,
some savings. You got
to
some money in your savings.
She's like, you a good black man. You went to college and no kids? That was the thing.
Yeah, and that's all I
Is
was
that
like,
the
what?
criteria?
Don't
That's
be.
all. I was like,
Came
wait
into
a
Best
minute.
Buy. She went into Best Buy for some batteries.
With her up to here, like her
Yes.
whole thing showing. Like, girl, everybody knew what she was doing, and she probably stalked him. That's why she knew he was at that Chinese place eating
Yeah.
like
Mhm,
lunch.
Because
mhm.
she brought her
So,
own food from home. So why are you walking around in the food court with
Yeah.
your food from home?
And he told her right then and there he
I
had it.
have
He
a
was like, my
girlfriend.
girl loves kale or something like that. So she knew,
She knew.
girl. So
Yeah.
you got what you deserved with that one.
But that was a whole. That
My
was another
friend.
thing to my point. Why would you bring him to your family cookout and y'all aren't like together? Like, what is who? And I'm like,
Like,
maybe
you
it's me
just
because
set
our
yourself
family is like, I
way
would
up.
never
Like,
bring no
Here's
dude
yourself,
to like our
and here's
family.
up, and you said it. Just you set
Yeah.
yourself up. Like,
Yeah.
why would you? And then, yeah, it's just
Mm-mm.
like, but you know, some people do stuff so then when stuff goes wrong, they can like play the victim.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
they want
I
to play
feel
the
like-
victim, and
yeah,
I also
think-
feel like
I
think
she
Lawrence
like
is like
wanted
that.
that to happen too.
I
Well, do
think
you know how
Lawrence is
many
one of those.
discussions I've had with guys about who was wrong? And it's like, yeah, Issa was wrong for cheating, but he was not a good boyfriend. Like, I don't understand what y'all don't get about that. Like, he was doing nothing.
And I feel like,
Well, okay, so like after rewatching it,
yeah,
he
and I
did
had
try.
this discussion with
He did
my friends.
try
I'm like,
a little bit, but like it by that point, the damage had already been done. She had already like cheated. Like she had already like. I think she just outgrew him. He didn't have like no motivation. He didn't inspire
right.
her.
But this
like
is my thing. Like, yes.
And-
So I'm just saying, if you're in a relationship and like, okay, let's just say Lawrence and Issa, he's not doing like he was not even doing the bare minimum. Like, celebrate a birthday,
emotionally, right?
gift, be there, take her out to Chinese, take her to Wendy's, go to Subway.
That was something that
Do
like I
something.
couldn't understand.
But you
'cause,
weren't
like,
doing
why
like
would you?
you weren't doing anything. Like that's the thing.
Jaden,
Like
get off
that's
my
when-
curtains.
because like that's when like females are like, wow, it's not 90% of the time, it's not like, oh my gosh, he ain't take me to the Obama's house for Christmas or their holiday party. I can't believe
Right,
him. It's
right.
literally like, oh my gosh, he didn't
Well, and if
say
you-
happy birthday to
and
me,
if you
or he didn't
remember-
plan anything.
Remember, she had to tell him you didn't do anything for my birthday, and then she stayed the night at
Yes.
Molly's house, and then he finally went to Rite Aid and got her a card and all this other
Yes.
stuff. Like,
Like
Right.
it's like little things. Like females look for little things. Like, oh, like you really
Mhm.
don't have to
No.
like give them the whole world. Like, do the things that you're supposed to do on the days you're supposed to do them on. Like, it's my birthday, Negro. Celebrate.
really, all we
Like-
really want
Right.
is to know that you're paying attention and actually genuinely care
Yep.
about like what's going on in our
Right.
life. We don't care about
Yeah.
like, the
Yep.
bells and whistles most of the time.
No.
So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and I think that's where
so-
Lawrence messed up. He like,
So we want Lawrence to get his, and we're not talking about chlamydia. Like
He probably already got that from them girls.
he
Remember?
did. He did. That's what I'm saying. We need
I
him to
guess
get
that's
a
true.
little
Like
more.
ever since they broke up, he hasn't really taken an L. Like he's been doing okay. Like
Yeah.
he's been.
I know, and that's why I don't. Yeah, I don't like that it started out with him just. Oh, he has a new love interest, and this might have the potential to go somewhere. And he's just like he's steady. And meanwhile, they show just Issa like just.
But I
One old
think-
dude from TSA, like, and just like,
Well, I
oh,
think that he still likes her. He still loves Issa though. That's
Personally,
just the
feel
vibe I
like
got.
that whole perception is intentional. Though,
Mhm.
'cause
Yeah.
that's how we be. when we break up for whatever reason. We be like, man, they doing way better, and I don't have anything. Because, like you said, it's way easier for dudes to get their little rotation going. Meanwhile, we sitting back like, dang, I'm like losing, and he out here living his life. So I wonder if it's intentionally being done that way, or if it's just like a pro Lawrence, like Issa's just doing bad out in these streets, and Lawrence is winning. Like I
don't even think I wouldn't even consider her doing bad because she's being true to herself and she's like owning her. You know what I mean? Like she's just
and I mean at the end of the day, why wouldn't she leave We Got Y'all? It was racist.
Right.
And
she wasn't making any money.
She wasn't making any money. The one time she did try to, you know, make it or whatever, make a point and, you know, looked out for the Black kids, it was a problem. You know, she wasn't moving anywhere, going anywhere with it. So why wouldn't you leave? Now, most people wouldn't walk in and be like, yeah, I quit. But, I mean, I think it was only right. She wasn't feeling it. It wasn't a good setup. So why not? And I think that might be part of Lawrence's problem too. Like, I think he saw her going after hers and his little woot woot wasn't going nowhere.
Yeah.
And so he was feeling away, and she unfortunately took the route of messing around with Daniel.
Where's Daniel?
Where's Daniel? What
happened to Daniel?
I liked Daniel.
I like Daniel.
Now he was shorter than Issa, and that was weird for me. But I liked Daniel.
True.
Yeah.
I did like Daniel.
I did not understand Issa's deal with Daniel. Like she was doing Daniel dirty.
Yeah,
like,
she was doing Daniel. She did Daniel
dirty.
She
bring him in a little bit, and then she throw him back. And then she bring him in a little bit, and then she throw him back.
I've also had like a Daniel situation. But the thing was, I get it because it was just like,
what do you mean? In what way?
He always listen. It's just like in the sense of when he likes her, she don't like him, and when she likes him, he don't like her. Like I've had a guy,
like a what if guy,
for a lot of years. Yeah, for a lot of years, it's just like first we liked each other, so then we like broke up. But then I like him and he ain't like me. But then when he like me, I ain't like him. And that is like a real thing because it's just like different years and different seasons. And it's just like, no. And so, I mean, I kind of get it. Like, while I am Team Daniel, like, I am just like, I like kind of like, that's why I be like, I'm Issa. For real. Because I be having these real life situations. Maybe not to the extent that Issa has one, but I'm like, I can relate for real. Because, I mean, I have had a Daniel as well.
But I feel like all of us Team Daniel people seem to forget that he pressed her hard, knowing full well she was in a relationship.
Facts, you're right. You're right.
Because he was suddenly ready to, and...
Well, didn't he?
And he set that up. He knew what he was doing when he told Lawrence. He didn't tell Lawrence, but he was like, set that up.
Yeah.
Well, did he know they had got back together though? Because I know she told him that they had just broken up. He was
like,
I'm like that in the car.
Suit, and I come up there. Yeah, like.
Well, she told him, she was like, I had broke up with my boyfriend that night, but we're back together. Like she said it real fast, but she did tell him they were back together. So yeah, so it's like, okay, she did do Daniel dirty also, but he pressed her when she was in a relationship.
Right.
Granted, she didn't have to go for it, but
he kept coming back.
He kept showing up.
Do you think he'll show up this season? No. You think he's gone?
So, because they haven't really like mentioned any seeds of Daniel.
And he hasn't. I mean, he didn't really have. And Whitney, correct me if I'm wrong. He didn't really have an Instagram like ever before. But then he got an Instagram, and it was like, because I was following Dro, and then he had added him, and he was like, oh well, he didn't have it, like basically saying he ain't have an Instagram. But it's like I haven't even seen him in any of like the trailers
promo
or
stuff,
anything
yeah.
for this season.
I mean, that's
true.
how they did
So-
Lawrence though. On
That's true.
season 3.
That's true.
Rude.
I'd much rather Daniel come back than Nathan. F. Nathan.
Right. To me,
F
Okay, that's
Nathan.
what I was getting ready to ask. So, Daniel or Nathan?
Daniel all
No,
day.
I don't know.
Dan-
Because this is who?
Nathan
Daniel.
who?
F.
Nathan?
Nathan.
No.
Oh,
F
okay.
Nathan.
I need 5 minutes of Nathan and 5 minutes of Daniel for 10 minutes. So
and then you'll. Okay,
Mm-mm.
I see
F.
your
Nathan.
vision. I see your vision, Kendra. I see
need
it.
5 because I need a little bit of closure, but then I need Issa to just, if Daniel is wanting you and you like Daniel, like, see where it goes.
I feel you.
No,
I feel you.
ain't nobody agreeing with me.
F.
All right.
Nathan.
I mean, I feel like they did see where it went, and they're not. I think that they're.
Well, I felt like
Not the
I don't
first time, but the
she-
second.
I feel like she has some underlying like feeling type of way type stuff about Daniel, because that's essentially why her and Lawrence are not
Broke up.
together. So she just
Mm.
has these like, I don't know, undertones, I guess, towards Daniel. Like, I don't know. Like there's a guilt with her that's associated with Daniel, so she can never be free
Mm-hmm.
because or free with Daniel because of that. I don't know, but F Nathan. I'm not here for the ghosting. I cannot. I don't care if you were hit by a bus and in the hospital for a month. No, F Nathan.
And I just have that mentality, but like a weird, stupid part of me is just like, I want to know why he went to Houston and ain't tell nobody, and then just came back. He ghosted and then came back and
Well,
tried
wasn't
to
it? Wasn't it some type of like legal issue or something like that? No.
I thought he was going through some like mental stuff, like
yeah, like he
was,
depression and
feeling-
and he was like, I was just in my head and I
I'm like,
couldn't-
nigga, don't put that
Because
on
did y'all
everybody else.
even peep like the way he just talked and the way he just stared out and he was just like,
yeah,
did anybody peep that?
yeah.
He
I
was
feel
just
like
like
that's him
real,
as a
just
real
like
person
distant.
now. Does anybody follow him on Instagram?
Right,
I
just-
had
I
to
don't.
unfollow him.
I do.
Really?
He's a little,
I
he's a
can't
little
get
too
past him.
intense for me.
I can't get past him being on How to Get Away with Murder. Oh.
Listen, let me tell you
Probably.
something. I want somebody to just let the world know I'm not reading them long ass captions.
That
Thank you. Thank
That's
you.
I ain't
why
reading
was
them long
like,
ass
no.
captions. I'm
And
not.
it's-
I don't
you
Well,
know,
know,
especially
like,
because they
wait a
don't be grammatically
doing it.
correct and or
They don't
make
be
sense.
correct. They don't.
So-
You not talking about nothing. Just post the picture.
Nothing.
He's
it ain't-
like the male nigga.
People
Amanda
are still gonna
Seals,
like
and
it,
I just
regardless.
I can't.
I-
I can't.
Mm-mm.
I don't like it.
No, you are
I
so right. I'm
unfollow.
not reading the longer. I'm not reading it. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. It's
If I wanted to
infuriating.
do that, I'd go to your personal blog. Okay,
Yeah.
this is Instagram.
If I wanted to do that, I would write you a text because I'm good at writing a long text. I'm gonna write you a
Yes,
long
you
text
are. You are. Yeah, you will.
because I'm writing long text. I would never no. Cut it off.
No,
Just cut
it's
it off
too much.
because I'm not reading it.
It's also a
It's
point
a
where
lot.
this is not your journal.
It's Instagram.
So
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm gonna edit this
Oh, it
part
is?
out. But you know what? Yeah.
That was, just
All
This is
right.
the second time that we've seen Tiffany doing that, because remember when Tiffany's husband had that birthday dinner and
Oh,
she
yeah.
knew
Yes.
Lawrence was going to bring that
And he
girl.
brought the coworker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. This
Yeah.
is the second time she's put her in a position like
It's
that.
the third, well, not really that position, but she knew about Tasha too. Remember when they had the art gallery opening and she was like, well, what about his
Yes.
girlfriend?
See? Yes.
Tiffany's canceled.
Yeah.
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 Mm-mm.
She
She's
truly is.
canceled.
Yeah.
And I would like
Yeah.
to say I do not appreciate the representation
So I was
Alpha
gonna,
Kappa Alpha that they
I
are
was gonna
presenting to the
mention,
world.
I was gonna mention that. I
Through
was like,
Tiffany and Molly. Why?
how do you feel about that? Like
I
that.
feel
Well, I mean, Joe's wife is supposed to be a Delta, and she's in an open marriage. So, I mean,
When did they show that, or when did they say that?
when it was season 1, and they were in the cupcake shop, and
Yes.
Joe's wife was like, "I see you still trying to rock them ugly colors," because Molly had on pink and green, I guess.
Mhm.
Right.
And Molly was like, "That would be." She was like, "I didn't even do it on purpose, but I'd expect that from a Delta or something like that." So,
I remember
yeah.
that part, but I don't remember I remember
That
that
reference?
scene, but I don't remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What is that? Is
Reference.
that a stereotype of Deltas that they're in?
No, I'm just saying, like,
Is
I
that
don't want to know.
my thing is what sometimes when they try to force like Divine Nine stuff into shows, it's so
Yeah.
unnecessary. Like we don't need this.
It
Nobody
is.
cares.
Yeah, or makeup or something. Don't use. But have you noticed? Probably not, because I just watched in detail. But Molly has an AKA mug on her desk. But
Yeah, I
it's
saw
always
that.
turned, so you don't see the full AKA. You just see like
No,
that
I
is
never
just a
noticed
white
I
that.
mug
noticed that.
with
Yeah, I
writing,
did.
but you never see
Mm.
like the full AKA on it. It's just
Yeah, because
like
they don't want to
that.
get sued.
Yeah.
Right? And there's that.
I'm surprised.
Okay. Does anybody watch This Is Us? This is off subject a little bit.
I have
used
never watched
to.
it.
I used to, but I couldn't because like every time I would watch it, I get a headache because I would cry so much because it was so sad and like
I forgot, Dana. You do cry at sad stuff. Yes.
I cried at Onward. I cried.
Onward with me and Elijah cried at Onward. Y'all should
I'm gonna
watch
have to
that.
watch it. I'm
It's
gonna have to
cute.
watch it.
It's cute.
I
I'm
only
gonna
wanna
watch the
cry.
photograph. I'm gonna do.
What's the
I'm gonna watch the
Photograph?
photograph. That's the Isis new movie that came out.
Oh, okay.
It is.
Oh,
Did they say
right.
that it was
Mhm.
going to come out on like Netflix? Got it or something?
That's the one with the like Indian man. I think he's
The
Indian.
comedy.
Yes.
Okay.
Now the
Okay.
photograph's the one where she's with Lakeith Stanfield. It's supposed to
Right.
be like a really cute movie. Now it's supposed to come out like where you can like rent it or buy it on demand like the 28th or something. So that's a couple
All right.
weeks.
Because
I'm
I
gonna
love
check that out.
him. Did y'all watch Atlanta?
Oh
First
my
of
god,
all, yeah, I
Atlanta's
love
so
him.
funny. They need to come out with
Atlanta.
another season of Atlanta.
It's been
where's
like 2
that?
years since Atlanta.
Yeah.
It's been longer. No,
Both of
or
these
has it been
shows,
2 years?
both of them went off around the same time.
Yeah.
And
Listen,
I don't think
I feel like
Atlanta's coming back to
Atlanta,
like September or something.
it's
Damn.
it's basically like us. Like we are so like dry when it comes to like funny stuff. Like only you,
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
you do not, you can't laugh at what we laugh at if you don't like dry comedy.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is just us. And
It
that is just
truly
why I
is.
love ATL. Like point blank
It
period. Like
is hilarious.
I always say
I'm not
I
gonna
do
lie
not
though.
like comedy, but I like ATL because it's like so dry. And I be
Yes,
laughing
it
because
is.
I'm
I
always
did
like, I
not
laugh
know.
at stuff that I shouldn't be laughing at. And that's ATL.
For the longest time that was the intro to that song was from Atlanta, where she was like, I need to get a picture with Drake because my Instagram's weak as fuck. I did not
Yeah.
know that was from Atlanta.
Yeah.
And then the whole so my Christmas party at work when I still worked there last year, I was like, dang, like my makeup was too light. I was like, dang, I look like Teddy Perkins.
Shut up.
I can send y'all the
That-
picture.
Bro,
That's crazy.
I'm not the only person.
It was, right?
Other than my sister,
And it
there's
was like,
a
who
random,
was that? Who played
there's a
him?
random white guy when I worked at General, CAMC, when I worked there. I don't know how we got on the subject, but we both found out that we watched Atlanta, and he is like this, like, you would not look at him and think that he watched Atlanta. But when I tell you, we had a whole like 30-minute combo of like every episode up until then, and it was just like he got my humor. Like
Got it.
finally,
Yeah.
someone gets. It's like I do laugh. People, I'm not evil. I do laugh, but I don't laugh
Well-
at funny stuff. Like I laugh at dry humor, and I
You-
shouldn't, but I do. And he just got it.
You won't
You
be
got it.
laughing at Atlanta until January 2021.
Dang, that's like a whole nother year.
Until
Allegedly, according to the
said January?
interwebs, of 2021. They are sitting out 2020.
They've set out everything. They haven't been. How many years you need off? And that's another one of these situations. So where are you going to pick up from?
Where are you going to pick
Right.
up? Is the daughter going to be like in kindergarten now? The baby?
She would have
like,
to be.
they're going to forget about the
wonder,
daughter
did
and be like, "Oh
Did
yeah,
Van
we need
get
to add
another
her in."
job?
Like,
Right. Yeah. So allegedly, 2021.
so did
they're
anybody
shooting it.
listen to his album, Childish Gambino?
I did not.
It
I
was
did not.
very if you think
I
of
like some
Kanye and
songs.
times it by 3,
Oh.
because there's one song that I listened to, it never had any music. It never had any lyrics.
You're like
Any
waiting
words?
for the beat to come in.
He's a weird character, but I mean, he makes.
You should watch Community. They just finally put it on Netflix, like last week. It's really funny.
You said Community?
Yes.
Is he on Community?
Yeah, Childish Gambino's on Donald Glover. He's on Community. It's like a silly show. It's really stupid, but it's goofy. But it's 10:34, so we need to wrap it on that. This was fun. This was fun.
This was.
We will reconvene next week.
All right. Sounds good to me.
And we will have
All
a
right,
blessed
ladies.
night.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.